Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, Guillotine Cross can deal a lot of damage and is always at risk of being burst down whenever an opponent sees them. This can cause a lot of problems if you have a low survivability, or a DPS class is definitely a 0 DPS whenever they are dead. Although there has been addition, Guillotine Cross can now wear a shield. Still, this does not give us the absolute tankiness that can match RGs or any other class that is more tankier. It is also important for us to know that Guillotine Cross can deal a lot of damage and has an insane high DPS or burst damage. In most cases, any characters that are not well built can easily be deleted by Guillotine Cross. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Using cogwheels that boost the defensive capability of a Guillotine Cross and also boost the burst damage of a Guillotine Cross to make the killing of an opponent or deleting an opponent successfully, while at the same time not compromising your survivability. This way you'll be given the chance to either finish off your opponent as quick as you could, while giving you more window to escape and reposition yourself, wait for your skills to cool down, and kill another opponent again. We're not going to talk about the basics of Smeldon. It is given that ultimately we would want a dual skill, lightweight Smeldon verus course for our characters so that we can maximize the numbers of expert and basic skills. Imperative for us to know that a dual skill Cogwheel can only have one basic skill and one expert skill. We only have 3 by 3, so 3 basic skills and 3 expert skill. So let's start with the basic skill. Well, the top pick is Holy Light Shield. You can never go wrong with Holy Light Shield. It has 10% damage and an anti-burst. GX already have this type of functionality. It is under Nebula Path, Tier 4 Phantom Blade. Now you can also reinforce this anti-burst mechanism, which leads us to talk about our second basic skill, Muscle Block. Now, having all 3 of these capabilities working together ensures that you can dive in initially and burst down an opponent and still be given the chance to back out and choose another target. And speaking of another target and bursting down another target after you dive in, you want to make sure that every skill that you throw actually counts. So it has to dish out as much damage as it could, or as much as possible, kill the opponent immediately, which leads us to our third basic skill, Bloodthirst. So basically you'll be diving in, target has 100% HP or above 75% HP. There's a problem with the PVP ward in shield. That is also the reason why I would strongly suggest to get Valorous 1 in your Nexus talent to lessen the problem. Now, using your very powerful skill, which is the Phantom Menace through Hallucination Walk and the Phantom Menace Nexus talent, any target that doesn't have yellow HP or PVP ward will always have below 100% HP. This is because Phantom Menace is a 4-hit skill, so the first hit should drop the HP below 100%. This makes the Phantom Menace very powerful, and alternatively you can also replace Bloodthirst with Mana Length Reversal, since we can only equip 3 basic skills. But what about Cold Blood? Well, I personally not a fan of this, because any player that is below 25% HP can easily be eliminated by Guillotine Cross. Core Overload, not much of a fan. Damage is unstable and I don't like unstable damage. Now that we've covered the 3 basic skills that you might need in PvP, we're going to talk about the expert skills. Well, for Qatar build, you'll find yourself consistently using hiding abilities. Now, there are basically not so much when it comes to expert skills for Guillotine Cross, Concealed Teeth. This will give you 15% increased damage whenever you break or you reveal yourself by attacking or using any skills from hiding mode. During PvP, you will find yourself the need to hide to keep yourself safe from being bursted down. Although you have a shield, you're still a little bit squishy and you don't want to be taken down that easily. This way, again, you can reposition yourself, choose a different target, bursting down, escape, hide, bursting down again. Using that repeat cycle will ensure that you have extra crit damage. Yes, you can hide, but your enemies can always use detection capabilities, which leads us to our second expert skill. So most of the enemies, as soon as they spotted you and you try to escape, they will try to chase you, of course. So backrush ensures that you set a gap from your target to safely remove you from being target locked, and they will have to force themselves chase different targets. Again, this will allow you to reposition yourself and move away from their vision. For our third verus core, in most cases as Guillotine Cross, you will start combat from hiding mode. You do not want to reveal yourself and get their attention. So the Night Walker module ensures that you have this increased move speed while in hiding mode, and as soon as you break your invisibility or entering combat, you will have a 20% less damage taken. So this will also help you your Holy Light Shield, your muscle block, and also other defensive capabilities that a Guillotine Cross have. However, Night Walker module has a little bit of a downside. The hiding description only works for the hiding skills itself. So hiding that is acquired from backslide and quick evasion does not procure Night Walker module's move speed buff and damage reduction buff. The third expert skill is optional, but if you really have to fill in that gap, I would also suggest evasive mending. Basically how it works is as soon as you dodge an attack, while the shield dodge is active, you will be healed 15% with a cooldown of 1 second, which can also be very helpful if you are kind of cornered and stuck in a combat and you need a little bit of survivability. Alright, so if you've reached this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope I have been very helpful for you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. So, see you in game.